back. An abbreviated final segment where we're going to talk about Monday Night Football after that thrilling, moving segment with Cam. And yeah, that was an important segment. I am like so pumped about Baylor basketball this year. I'm going to be doing some games before the conference tournament starts, and I can't wait to sink my teeth into like the roster and build out my broadcasting boards. But last night, obviously, there's a lot to improve upon, and I think they will. One thing that I feel needs no improvement, and maybe I'm a homer because I love Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, but Monday Night Football. And I'll even go as far as the alt cast with Peyton Manning and Eli Manning, obviously. I was watching Monday Night Football last night, and when it got to overtime, I just got the urge. First of all, Monday Night Football, Steve Ackles is the producer, right? The director, I forget who it is. Steve Ackles is the man. He actually helped me get my break into ESPN calling college football, which led to basketball and all the other stuff. But they do such a brilliant job on that show. So the Chiefs were driving to tie the game, and there's like so much going on. There's the time is winding down. The game is obviously very close, and they're right at like, I don't know, what a potential field goal would be like 53 yards or 60 yards or something like that. And all of a sudden they go to a video pregame of the Chiefs kicker, Harrison Butker. And there's like, well, here he was a few hours ago trying to hit this exact kick. And it's like, boom, he doings it off the field goal, off the goalpost. And this is like practice footage. And I'm like, wow. Like, that's as brilliant as it gets as far as like dropping a quick piece of context into a broadcast, like where they were pretty much doing like a hurry up offense. And it fit so perfectly. It was executed so beautifully. I was like, damn, that was awesome. Like, I literally just watched this dude try to kick a field goal in this exact, like, not situation as far as it had started to rain a little bit. And obviously the stakes are way higher, but it's like, man, that was unbelievable. And then, so then I'm like really just absorbing like the media side of this, right? They do the coin toss, which is super cool. And it's super cool because the only two guys out there for the coin toss, this is for overtime, are Mahomes and Baker Mayfield. And it's clear like there's like some like healthy tension between the two of them, which goes back to their Big 12 playing days. Of course, Baker transferring from Texas Tech to Oklahoma, where he had an amazing career. And of course, Patrick Mahomes, who comes up behind Baker Mayfield, who has an like unbelievable, right? Or not behind him, but alongside him. He's basically a product of Baker transferring. So like all this just amazing stuff. And then I go to watch the Manning cast, and Jason Sudeikis. So I'm watching overtime and I turn it on and it's just Peyton and it's Eli, which in itself really is pretty awesome because Eli is super serious watching the game, but he can take any kind of curveball you throw at him. Like, he has the face of a guy who does not want to be disturbed watching a football game. But when somebody kicks a joke his way, he handles it beautifully and moves on. So Sudeikis comes back into frame. They're like, hey, it's overtime. So there's Jason Sudeikis. He's sipping on something. He's just got his, AirPods in. And he's being pretty funny. He's obviously a diehard Chiefs fan. And he's making like wisecracks that you almost want to be like, hey, shut up. Like, Peyton's paying attention. But like, there's nothing that Peyton can't handle. And after, I guess Eli had said, the players were doing handstand celebrations on Sunday. One of the Lions did it. I think it was St. Brown. And so I guess Eli had said, and forgive me if I'm getting this wrong a little bit, if the Chiefs win, I'll do a handstand. Or maybe it was totally impromptu. But the Chiefs end up winning, and the next thing you know, they're showing the celebration on the field, and then go to a full screen now of Eli Manning doing a handstand. Like in his like basement or wherever he films his portion of this. And I was like, man, this is like a pretty awesome like broadcast between the actual game itself and the Manning cast and the humor and the timeliness of that that point about Harrison Butker, and then you just got Troy Aikman and Joe Buck, who share this cosmic chemistry that they've developed over the course of so many years. And there's nobody better than Joe Buck. And oh, by the way, I think Joe Buck's wife, Michelle Beisner Buckner, I think her mom died like a couple days ago. So there's a whole lot going on for everybody. Michelle Beisner rejoined Monday Night Football's broadcast last night for the first time since Joe Buck hit a golf ball off her ankle. this is not made up, during the summertime, and like fractured her ankle, so she had to go into surgery. So many moving parts last night. An amazing game, an amazing Manning cast, an amazing ESPN Monday Night Football broadcast. And of course, we wish the Bucks well and hope they're doing great. But that's it for the Pete Sousa Show today. Once again, a lot of fun. I'd like to thank Slovaceks, of course, Crawford Austin Properties, D1, Secor Family Ford out there in West, and of course, Daniel Stark Injury Lawyers. We'll catch you tomorrow, 1 o'clock Central.